Good morning, babies, and welcome to Simply Stacy, where the joy of the Lord is our strength. Well, babies, I've been on a sabbatical. That's why you ain't seen any videos from me this week. And I just want to let you know that we all need to take that time and have that moment and get in the presence of God and replenish and refurbish and, regroup and recap and ask God for direction and what He wants to do with you at this moment in your life. Well, babies, I want to ask you today, what principles do you live by? According to our belief system, that's how we live our life out. That's how we make our choices. That's how we make our decisions. So when you look at your decisions and you look at your life, just remember it all came from your belief systems. So if you're living a life that you don't want to live, you need to change your belief systems. Change the way you think. I'm a firm believer of that, and I'm a walking testimony of that. Change the way you think, you will change your life. Babies, but it all starts at the root of your belief systems. We all began to develop belief systems from the time we were born. Whatever family you was born into, whatever lifestyle you done lived, the school you went to, the television shows you listened at, the music that you listened at, it has all developed belief systems in you. Whether you grew up in church and heard the word of God, or if you grew up in a Buddhist family or a Hindu family, or if you grew up in a Muslim family, you look at different people and they have different belief systems according to what they learned from the time they was born. But babies, we must change that belief system if we want to change our life. Some belief systems are toxic. Some belief systems lead you on the wrong path. Today is Friday, and I always like to post things up on my Facebook and my Twitter, even Instagram, or even these videos. I like to talk about relationships because so many people want relationships. And I'm a Christian, I believe in God, and I believe in relationships. Our God is a relationship God. You know, the enemy likes to destroy relationships, tear relationships down, don't want you to have good relationships, don't want you to have love. But God is love. But so many people in our society today don't believe in marriage. They want to live together without being married. Everybody has different belief systems about marriage and relationships, and it's just so much different stuff out here in the world about relationships. Different books, different topics, different relationship gurus out here about relationships. But relationships don't have to be as hard as they are. If you get in your word of God and see what his belief system is towards relationships, and you begin to stand on biblical principles when it comes to relationships, you will begin to see your relationships play out and be different. You will begin to get different types of people in your life. Certain people you won't even deal with once you get certain principles from God, because they will not be standing on the principles of God. It'll be toxic behavior, and you don't want to be in relationships or be around people that is bringing toxic behavior. It's like a poison, it's like a venom, it's just like a snake bite. When you get bit by a snake and it spread poison in you, it kills you. And some belief systems are like that. They are toxic, they are poison, and it's killing you. So, babies, ask yourself this question today: what principles do I live by? What principles do I believe? What mindsets, what thought patterns are leading to my decision making that is leading to me making the choices that I make in my life. When you go out and you have a decision to make, even when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your family life, when it comes to your health, when it comes to the things that you eat, when it comes to just how you select your friends, how you select a husband and a wife. There's belief systems that you have, whether you know it or not. So today, babies, ask yourself, do I stand on the principles of God? Is my belief system based on the principles of God? Or what is my belief systems and what is my principles? And from there, you can begin to decide what principles and what belief systems you want to live by. You can then decide that I want to change these belief systems because I want to make these type of decisions. I want this certain type of outcome. So, babies, I love you, and so does God. Just think about what decisions and what belief systems that you have. You know, I want us to live the life that God has designed for us, a life that is more abundantly. And that's not always dealing with finances because most people look at it like that. But when you got peace and joy and happiness and love, that's the abundant life. If you look at so many people in the world today, they are tortured. They don't have no peace. So many people got mental health problems. So many people yes, you got financial problems. But once you change those belief systems and stand on the principle of God, things will flow easier. And even if you are having trials and tribulations, the way that you think about them, the way that you approach them because of your belief system in God, you will have peace and a sound mind, and you will not be walking in fear. So, babies, let's stand on the principles and the belief systems of God, so that we can have a wonderful life and live life abundantly the way that God has designed it to be, that we'll walk in green pastures, that yea, though we walk through the valley of shadow of death, we will fear no evil because we know God is with us. Well, babies, I love you, and so does God. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Mwah. Smooches. To God be the glory.